South Sudan becomes the world's newest nation on Saturday, separating from the north after 2 decades of bloody civil war. It's supposed to be a day when democracy and peace triumph. Instead, violent conflict is building once again. Oil is at the heart of the problem. The south controls most of Sudan's oil fields, but relies on a pipeline through the north to export it. Both sides need the cash the crude provides. A revenue-sharing deal has collapsed at the 11th hour, and now both sides say they'll shut in the 500,000 barrels of oil a day if they don't get their way. The companies which produce the oil want a peaceful solution and fast. Companies from China, Malaysia and India pump most of Sudan's output, but now their licenses are at the whim of a new government. Sudan's oil minister has 1 day left on the job. Lual Deng will relinquish his role on Saturday when the national government is dismissed. He joins us on the phone from Juba, the capital of South Sudan. Dr. Deng, thank you very much indeed for joining us. History tells us that when a country splits, there are real dangers of violence. Add oil to that mix and the dangers are magnified 100 times. What are your biggest fears?
The biggest fear is what you have just said, that if we don't cooperate and the oil fields are shut down and does not flow, it's going to hurt both countries. The economy of the north, especially for foreign exchange, would suffer if they do not allow the oil of the south to go through the pipelines and the marine terminals at Port Sudan. The same thing also for the government of the south. It relies 98% on oil revenues to run its system. So the two countries' economies would collapse if they don't cooperate over the oil issue.
So where are we right now on this deal? The talks have stalled. What do you think the prospects are?
Prospect after the day after the independence, realities will set in and people will listen to the wisdom of President Mbeki, former president of South Africa, and I'm hopeful that there will be a deal will be struck. They will arrive uncertain.
What about the longer-term plans for South Sudan? Could you imagine a pipeline that bypasses the north?
Yes, we have 2 or 3 alternatives. One which on the back of an envelope, we have done some calculations. It is economically feasible to make pipeline from Upper Nile to Djibouti through Ethiopia.
And
the second alternative is to... Yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was going to ask you, because we don't have much time, are you actually talking to oil companies and other companies to invest in South Sudan? And who are you talking to?
We're talking to many. Well, investment, of course, differs. The oil operating companies, they're already there. So we are talking to companies which will do the facilities, the so-called downstream. Like the pipelines, and some companies have shown some interest. And as you know, you are in the business. It's not yet time to reveal whom we are talking to. This is not a good practice to do in the world of business.
Just very quickly, how might violence strangle this baby at birth?
How much what?
Are you really concerned about the future for these two countries?
I'm very much concerned, yes.
OK, we have to leave it there. Lual Deng, I am very grateful to you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on Bloomberg today.